Me? I'm doing great. It is Wednesday, April 29th. This month is almost over with. Can you believe it? Oh, it's like April just April came so fast, and now it's almost gone. And then it'll be May, planting time. Ooh, spring and everything just in bloom. I'm so happy. But it is the 100, because you know I be counting my days. It's the 119th day of 2026. Word for today, incumbent. It is incumbent upon me, to add my 2 cents. Because, I was watching television and I would be remiss if I didn't, share my 2 cents. What's, we're not even going to speak upon what's the topic of the time, right? But because you know how I had said, a video or two ago about y'all be listening to these young folks. Y'all be listening. Now you can listen to who you want to listen to, but um, don't be taking your advice from those 20-year-olds that want to tell you about a man, how to get him in, and how to keep him in, and they talk about being lazy. I, no, because it's like when you're 20, you think you know everything. It's old heads, right? Yeah, like that was because I'm 60 years old, right? That was like 3 lifetimes ago. hmm Like, oh, oh my goodness, to be 20 again? Don't want to be 20 again. I was glad to be 40, and it's like I was just 40, and then 20 years passed by quickly, and now I'm 60. So you think you know everything when you're 20. And then when you get to be 40, you be like, oh, I think I got a handle on life. No, you ain't got no handle on life. Yeah, get some more years to you. And then you be like, oh, I thought I knew something when I was 40. Whew, 60, still learning. Yeah, you don't know everything. And you won't know everything. Mm-mm. And so I was watching television again. And I be trying to mind my business, and I be trying to keep my 2 cents to myself. But I said, it's incumbent upon me to put my 2 cents into the algorithm, into the stratosphere, that don't be listening to some of these old heads either. Yeah, I heard this old head talking about being lazy. Don't no man want no lazy woman. And if you lazy, that means, look, if you ain't if you lazy towards your man, then you lazy. That's just a lazy woman. I bet she got a nasty ass house. I bet. Hmm. Huh? Yeah. Go. You know how the eyes are the windows to the soul. Go to your windowsill. Hmm. And look, run your finger across your windowsill. Yeah. Go clean up something. And you know that dish rack of yours? Well, not you per se. I'm just talking about these lazy, these women out here giving bad advice. Like, what is you doing, lady? Don't be giving no bad advice to no young folks about being lazy. Remember what I was talking about? That, intrinsic reward, that self satisfaction. Like if you don't, if you ain't doing it for nobody else, at least do it for yourself. Go wash them dishes. Yeah. Instead of sitting down all day long, did you? Well, I didn't make my bed up because I don't make my bed up every day. I don't. But is my husband gonna leave me because I don't make my bed up every day? No. But I make sure I keep them dishes out there sink. Mm-hmm. I make sure I keep the walls clean. Them baseboards. Yeah. Ooh, ain't nothing like a house with nasty ass baseboards. Clean them baseboards. Spruce up your house. That dish rack, because people don't tend to, you're washing dishes, you put it in the sink, you're doing this, you're doing that, and Go take a look at your dish rack. Mm-hmm. It needs cleaning. I bet it needs cleaning. Cause I just cleaned mine. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's been a while since I tended to it. Cause you don't tend to the dish rack, you know, every day or even once a week. But like maybe once every 2 months, go take a look at your dish rack. I bet it need cleaning. And so I was thinking about you, and I had made notes because I was trying to remember when I was talking to you a little while ago, a video or two ago, and I was trying to think of that word. This relationship that thought I heard. My honey came home. He ain't home yet, because when a husband is away, wife will talk, wife will play. So spending some time with you, and so because how I'm a social media junkie, I am. And so that word that I was trying to think of, enabler. Yeah, you ain't just my, subscriber. You know, uh, um, the fine print. Like when you agree to something and you don't quite know everything that you're agreeing to. Well, when you are a subscriber to me, I count us as being friends like that because, you don't have to do it, but you do. You are a friendly person to me, and I'm a friendly person to you. But also, in that, you are an enabler. Yeah. And so it's like, because I told you I'm a user. Yeah. I be like using you for company time. And so you are my codependent. Mm-hmm. I should have lowered that down that way you can get the full effect. Oh, I was thinking about something. Anyway, and you know how I was talking about a video or so ago about when you think of the when somebody said, "Ooh, you conceited," and it's a bad connotation connected to the word conceited. I don't take it that way. I take it when you are conceited because I just discovered that about myself. I think I'm a little bit conceited. Yeah, but conceited in the way that uh, showing self love. Yeah, I'm conceited like that, and so being conceited is kind of like I'm a bad influence. But I don't influence you to be bad. I influence you to just love on yourself, right? Because ain't nobody gonna love you more than you love you. Well, God loves you, but you better look. Well, they say your mama love you. Ain't nobody gonna love you more than you love yourself. Mm-hmm. Um. Anyway, um, it ain't a bad thing to be conceited. Yeah, think of it as just extremely loving yourself. And in loving yourself, okay, I got off topic. Let me stay on topic because I was watching, television. And I was hearing these people, these old heads, these old birds trying to tell these young spring chickens to be lazy. Don't listen to that. No. You be lazy. You gonna be lazy by yourself. Don't no man want no lazy woman. No, unless he a lazy ass nigga and he don't give a fuck. Yeah, they be two lazy motherfuckers together. But that ain't none of my business because to each its own, and let's agree to disagree. Yeah, and so I had another thought that I wanted to share. Hold up, let me think for a second. Because when I start talking to you, I tend to digress and get off topic. Um, what else did I want to share with you? I had it at the top of my head too, and I got so many thoughts swirling around. You see that calendar right there? Yeah, days just be going. Okay, codependence, enabler, conceited, self love. It was another. it was another thought I wanted to share. Trying to think here. Should have wrote it down. Well, it'll come to me later. I can't think of it right now. But when I think of it, I'll make notes and then I'll tell it to you later. But the whole point of this here spiel is intrinsic reward. Like what I had spoke about a video or so ago. Yeah. You know, self satisfaction. Don't be a lazy person. Mm-mm. You know, if nobody else finds value in you, find value within yourself. If nobody else sees you, you know God sees you because God saw me and God saw fit to give me another. Look, I don't take it for granted. I don't, because God saw fit to wake me up yet again, just like God woke you up. God woke me up too, and I'd be so thankful and I'd be so surprised. I'm telling you, I'd really be surprised when God wake me up. Uh, um, okay, well, I don't ran out of steam, and so I did what I came here for. I got my fix. I am satiated. I got that dopamine rush that's connecting with you, and so um, I'll be back. You coming back? Huh? You gonna be back here? Like when I click on, you gonna click on too, because you are my codependent. Mm-hmm. Like that's what you do that for? Yeah, because I'm a social media junkie. I am, and yeah, you be enabling me. Mm-hmm. You be like every time you click me on, like, oh, she feeding for another hit of that dopamine fix. Yeah, and I'm good, satiated, and satisfied. And so I'm coming back. And so I'll talk to you later. Bye. Have yourself a great day. Bye.